Here is my 3-step process to capture, organize, and utilize insights and ideas on the fly. These tips and this system is for you if you cannot remember great ideas when you need them, or you have lots of ideas but you don't have a consistent place to put them, or potentially you're always on and always thinking and you come up with great ideas when you're in the wrong place, like out for a walk, or you keep losing ideas. For example, you're putting them down into a notebook but they're getting lost amongst your other notes. And you may need to find a way to make more use of your ideas on a consistent basis. First, here's some tools that you'll need. A mobile phone and or your laptop, Post-its and a Sharpie, either on your desk or in your pocket at all the times, and Miro, so download it onto your desktop and onto mobile. You also want a screen capture tool, or if you're on mobile, know how to get a screen capture very quickly. I use Monosnap on my desktop. And you need patience, so while you get used to this process. The first step is to capture it. Now there's the physical world and the digital world. First thing is, have post-its in your pocket. Now I have post-its and a Sharpie in my pocket most times of the day. And I have a Sharpie as opposed to a pen because a Sharpie doesn't leak, whereas a pen will. I have post-its around the house. I have them in my office, in the kitchen, I have them in the bathroom, I have them everywhere. Then I have post-its in my notebook. Now, you're probably thinking, why use post-its in a notebook? Well, putting ideas and inspiration down separate to your notebook, which is generally a stream of consciousness, means that you can take them out quite easily and then put them into a place where they're actually useful, i.e. in Miro. Now, in the digital world, we can take photos. I've got a little arrow here. That's because you can take photos of your post-its. Now I'll show you a little trick. Watch this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a live demonstration of me taking a photo of post-its and putting them onto my Miro board. So here's my mobile phone. And I've got sticky captures. I've taken a photo of some post-its on my wall. And there we go. It's selecting my post-its. There we are. I'm going to go add to board. And bang! I got my post-its on my Miro board. And I can just select those. Pop, 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 pop. Make them small. Cool. Now the next tip. Taking lots of photos. So I just take photos of random things and add them to my Miro board as well. So things that might inspire me or remind me of stuff. I take screenshots. Now I'll show you how to take screenshots. So one of the reasons we take screenshots as opposed to just copying in text body is that imagery generally prompts more memory than text. So I can take a screenshot, Control C, Control V, or Command C, Command V. And put them in there as well. And then I can put in little bits of text notes as well. So if I'm straight into Miro, I put in a little bit of text. Hi. So the next step is to file it and tag it. So within Miro, you want to be setting up some themes, some boards where you can put in your ideas and insights as they come up. Now, if you really want to get into detail in this, I recommend you read a book called Getting Things Done. But I've taken a few of the principles of that, one of them being that I have an inbox. And the inbox is the place where I put all of my inbox of ideas and insights. So whenever I'm dropping in a screenshot or I'm dropping in a post-it note and I'm on the fly, I drop it into my inbox. And then in the next step, I'll go through how you're going to sort that out. Then I've got some of the other themes that I'm currently working on. So for example, I'm looking for a lot of content inspiration. So I've got a board for content inspiration. I've got a board for design. I've got a board for reference. Then I've also got a board for trash. So keeping hold of my trash is really good. So if I don't like something on a board, I can move it to trash and I just make it really small. But then I know that I can go back to it and search it at some stage. And then I've got Someday Maybe. It's kind of my backlog of things that, come up. They're not quite relevant right now, but they might be relevant at some stage. The next thing is that I want to tag my ideas and insights as I drop them in. So I use a little key. I use dislike, like, insight, and idea. Now, I can either just drop one of these color post-its straight on top of whatever it is that I drop into my board, and I know that it's either one of these 4 categories, or I can type into the post-it note and put in a little bit more detail. The last step is to use it. 3 parts to this. First of all, reviewing. My advice is to write a statement to yourself and save it as a calendar reminder every single day. Not just a reminder to do something, but a calendar reminder that says, I'm going to capture my ideas that I don't miss out on an opportunity like I did before. Put that as the headline. The next one is linking the reviewing of this and the reviewing of this process and the using of this process to a task you need to do regularly that requires creative thought, i.e. your weekly planning. Even put just a URL link straight to your Miro board in that planning so as a reminder. Another tip for reviewing regularly is moving Miro to your home phone screen so then it's right there, front and present. The last one is moving tasks and diaries to your task manager. So whenever you get something out of this and you're using this board and it turns into a task, not just an idea or an insight, move it straight into your task manager. Don't wait. The next thing is using this board and using this space for brainstorming. So taking, for example, I've got a board here called Email Inspiration. Now, instead of keeping this to myself, I'm going to bring in my team and we're going to use that board as a starting point for my brainstorming around what content I'm going to use. So use it. Use Miro, use the space. Just copy and paste it across to another section and go from there. The last thing is cleaning. So once you've used an insight or once an insight's no longer relevant, move it to the trash, minimize it, make it really small, get it out of the way, keep it nice and clean. And that was my 3-step process for capturing ideas and insights on the fly. I hope you enjoyed.